Falcons are flying so high. They're leaving the red robots to jump with their arms in the sky, but they just can't reach. It's not a fun look for BTR. Good Abyssal Arrow, though. Probably going to get first blood here over to Ogwin. Moreno picking up a kill with their comfort pick. Now Light able to escape. Flapteezy walks up, baits out that flicker. So 2 flickers and another Abyssal Arrow with an Earth Shatter from Luke.
We talked about the 2000 early game gold lead, okay? It hasn't worked out for both teams, I would say, for the past 2 games. Technically, Falcons did win the second game, but Bigatron are able to utilize their pick-off comp really, really well in this moment, right? Light on the Khalid, very aggressive. Moreno getting the skill shots back as well. There was a little bit of a highlight from Lafell pointing at a certain emblem. Wait a second, it's gonna wait.
Uh-oh, chain CC over to Annabelle, and that's a kill for Ogwin. Luke trying to run away. Annabelle taken down. Back to your point, Eterna.
Yeah, what was Lafell talking about? Moreno is Season Hunter.
Whoa.
And you don't know if that's real or not. Okay. We will stand by to confirm that. Thank you, Lafell, for pointing that out. Meanwhile, back into the game, there is a little bit of a trade back coming from Team Falcons, being able to pick off Annabelle earlier on. Again, Annabelle, even on the Hayabusa, making some, well, just not having a good time, I think, in general.
Yeah, it is a Season Hunter. Again, I don't know if that's a mistake or maybe he's trying to just clear out a lot of the jungle camps from the side of Team Falcons. I guess we'll get to see Luke now jumping in. Again, going to be kicked out as well. Able to get locked down with the Blade Surge too. Luke taken down. Light still in the back there. That's going to be the Shadow Kill. Walking coming in as well. Retribution. Annabelle winning it out. Now jumping on the Kalteezy with a trap on him. It's a kill over to Moreno, who's looking for more. Team Falcons losing out in this chaotic duel, but Moreno is going to be caught, and that's a shutdown for few.
So they could get a good trade back, right? There is some trade back coming through, despite Bigatron being able to pick up that first turtle of the game. Going back to that, Moreno looking to get camps?
Yeah.
Is he trying to deny it away from Annabelle?
Oh, Selena actually...
No, I mean,
from Kyle.
Kyle Teasy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you steal your own friend's buff?
Uh-huh.
Lafell is distracting.
Hold up. And I was trying to go for the steal here, but yeah. I think for the Selena, a lot of times you do see the Selenas go for clears on the enemy jungle. It's a way with the Abyssal Trap. You do clear quite fast, but is it something that you have to commit to with a Season Hunter? I guess we'll see. If he wins, then haha, joke's on you. It's not weird.
Diversion play though.
Okay, Shadow Kill reading it through over to Few as well. Pops in the oh, great arrow from Moreno. Again, the trap will deal with him, and it's another one for Luke as he gets the Earth Shatter. Light picks up the kill. Another arrow landing on the Flapteezy as he goes in for the weighted dragon and the flicker out, but Moreno's going for the chase over to Ogwin. BTR, it almost seems like they heard what we said. They gotta play as individuals. Yeah, no teamwork. Just go in.
Just go in. 2-0 trade already for this first skirmish. Bigatron with that 2,000 gold lead already, and it looks like they are having a little bit more say into the enemy jungle as well. Taking a lot of camps away from Kalteezy should help them in the neutral objective battle, considering Annabelle is 3 levels ahead of Kyle Teasy right now.
So that matchup that we were talking about, this gets read out. Moreno does have the Season Hunter, but he doesn't have the Retribution. Light walks up, looking for a Raging Sandstorm coming in as well. Kalteezy able to escape now as that's a dive from Moreno. Away the dragon from Flap to disengage. Just a purple buff taken as Emann rotates towards the mid lane, setting up for a turtle for BTR.
But this means that Kyle doesn't have Retribution, right? So Bigatron Esports should be able to get this uncontested. Annabelle's Retribution is up, and you don't see that rotation coming in from Team Falcon. So they are going to be looking for something elsewhere. The SOD lands, but they're not going to commit onto it as Moreno picks up the Starlium Scythe on the Selena.
Even more damage. If it wasn't obvious enough early on that they are just playing as individuals now, trying to just out-mechanic Team Falcons, now, again, it just pushes that even further. That idea of going in up against this team in a 1v1. Flapteezy down below. Annabelle still able to escape with the Quad Shadow. Blade Surge. Annabelle walks away again. Baits out forward to the bottom lane as that should be free. Moreno landing the Abyssal Arrow. Recalls on Team Falcons. Another one landing as well. They are keeping Falcons at bay in the bottom lane as the Granger gets a turret up top.
Very distracting for Team Falcons, and I think they are going to be feeling it. That turret in the top side does collapse in favor of Bigatron Esports. And the fact that Moreno has been able to get these skill shots down, how in the world? By the way, Flapteezy on the Cho. did they go for this double, CC-centric heroes to just purely shut down Annabelle, or is this a good lane for a Cho?
Dude, at this point, they're looking for everybody. No one has Purify, so technically...
But they haven't found anything.
It's just because Bigatron have been the ones aggressing every single time, right? So you don't have a way to react, a way to go for those proactive moves. And for Bigatron, they're fighting the CC coming in from Team Falcons, not with Purifies, but with more CC. Luke on the Earth Shatter. So let's say Cho goes in, gets a Jikudo on anyone, it's going to be an instant Earth Shatter flicker, an instant Abyssal Arrow. There's a Raging Sandstorm there as well. The idea is you look for a pick, we go and all in your team, and another Abyssal Arrow lands on Marco.
I guess things can change once we get into a later portion of the game, like we saw in game number 2. Is that something that we're looking at? Holy Trinity for Super Marco?
Yeah. I guess we're waiting for the item power spike, the attack speed Trinity, but it's not as, definitely not going to be as fast as he was able to take it last time. And unfortunately for Falcons, if they are trying to play for Super Marco, BTR will have such a significant lead by the time he gets that. Yeah, that's a diversion into the back. Annabelle reads it out. Takes it all alone. Flickers out. Now Luke's looking for the play. Has the Earth Shatter. The trap on Ogwen. Now is that's going to be Light jumping in on a Flapteezy. Luke able to get the onward. Ogwen going to be taken very low. Raging Sandstorm. Over to 2. Few very low. And immobilized down by the Primal Wrath as Moskov gets a turret down below. But that's about it. Annabelle wants to look for that sweet vengeance, but won't be able to get it. Another turret falling in the mid lane.
3-0 trade plus this turret taken down. Bigatron, what happened during the break? If they do win this, or if we do get a chance to talk to them, we have to ask what changed, what swapped for them from game number 2 and game number 3, because this is a whole different Red Robot that we're seeing right now in this third game of the series. A 7,000 gold lead. Imagine that as we take a look at the instant replay. Look how connected they are. Beautiful Raging Sandstorm by Light as well to follow things up. Is this the hero that he needed all along?
Eterna, it really is about the hero here, right? I think this is something that we have been assuming as well for BTR. You go for these meta picks, Suyo first, yada yada. It's not BTR. You are a team that has been reliant on Emann. You're a team that's been reliant on Moreno on the Selena, on Luke on a playmaker, on Annabelle on an assassin hyper carry. Play into that, and that's what we're seeing right now. Bigatron, they're not playing a standard composition. This ain't the meta, y'all. Maybe aside from, the Granger, all these picks aren't really top picks in the meta. They're not banned heroes. BTR have shown in MPLID as well that they do better. I don't know how, it doesn't make sense, but let BTR be BTR, man.
I mean, we're living for it right now, right? We're taking a look at the item build so far, and it looks like there is a 2,000, I think, oh yeah, it's a 2,000 gold lead for Emann on the Granger as compared to the Moskov, who only has 2 items so far. So Team Falcons need a little bit more time, I think, in order for them to kind of convert that into their team fights.
This team is so weird, man. Team Falcons are looking to go for this fight Light again, zoning them away. Looks like this Lord should be taken for free. Another Abyssal Arrow landing. Good Shunpu over Ogwen, charging up. Luke catching in midair with Earth Shatter. Now the Shadow kill to the back, Raging Sandstorm, and another Abyssal Arrow landing. The Flapteezy gets the Shunpu down again. Free Lord to BTR, no trades on the board. Super Marco unable to get a tier 2 down below.
Yeah, no casualties, but they do lose the Lord. So unfortunately, Super Marco will have to recall here. Look for the proper defense against the Bigatron Esports Siege. Constantly aware of Moreno and the fact that he's been able to hit these Abyssal Arrows. Constantly considering Emann on the Sky Piercer as well. What's his KDA right now? 102. So it's not max stats just yet. But the fact that they can utilize that combination, the Selena Emann range, is going to be a problem that Team Falcons will have to face as they go in for the siege.
It's a Lord enhanced. Well, the first Lord, it's always enhanced now. It'll charge in, but they haven't dealt with the Holy Defense yet up top. So Team Bigatron, it's still going to be very unless they just deal that much one Death Sonata. Whoa. It's quite a bit of damage in the mid lane. Should be taken down. Almost a read from the Abyssal Arrows. Ogwen gets read out by Light. Tier 2 taken down. Raging Sandstorm not landing. But they will deal with the Holy Defenses here. Another Abyssal Arrow forcing Calteezy to walk back. Boom. Holy Defense in the mid lane. Now looking for the bottom lane. Slap goes in a bit. Oh, there's a kick. There's a Spear of Misery. But Annabelle had already tapped that Quad Shadow.
Yeah. They don't lose any inhibitors just yet, but there is still a wave marching down in the mid lane. Seal?
Hold up. Calteezy's charging again with the Blade Surge. Flap is looking for a play. They've already done and taken out a lot of the holy defenses. Oh, the Abyssal Arrow dodged away by that tap of the Blade Surge. BTR. They know they can't do it. Not just yet. They have to wait for a Lord.
Oh, Flapteezy?
Diversion to the back. Do they read it out? Luke sees it. They go for the purple buff, not for the kill. Abyssal Arrow lands on Super Marco. No Purify on Marco now as Light walks in again. Earth Shadow, Raging Sandstorm. You able to flicker out to safety, but Flapteezy going to be caught by the trap now as Annabelle walks up. Doesn't get a Shadow kill still. Whoa. All in aggression from BTR.
Yeah, they're not letting Team Falcons breathe at all. They're stuck in their nets right now. What?
Earth Shatter Flicker! Luke finding the kill onto Marcos. Flapteezy goes for the way to drag him out. Gets gunned down by Emann, who's looking for another. Calteezy falls as well. Bigatron Esports have wiped Team Falcons out 11 minutes, and they are on the board in this best of 5.
Speaking of revenge, ladies and gentlemen, it was up to match point. Team Falcons had one game away of going forward in the Snapdragon Pro Series Mobile Masters, but Bigatron Esports on their comfort say otherwise. It's 2-1 now between both of these teams.
Great equalization, but still one more is all they need to truly bring it back for the Indonesian fans here in Jakarta. LaFell, walk me through this. We didn't get your opinions earlier because Perna was throwing some shade.
Hey, it wasn't me.
It was a lot of shade. Yeah.
It wasn't. I love LaFell.
Hey,
that's
we don't
that's
forget.
That's not what you said earlier.
That's not what you
We
said.
don't forget, brother.
Yeah.
But break this down for us. What exactly happened? Because even in the back rooms, I was talking to Midnight, and he's a little critical on particularly the Kufra coming in from Owen. But for me, I was looking at that show. I was like, was that necessary to throw him into the EXP?
Yeah, I feel like that one was a little bit much, but I don't know. It feels like BTR has ADHD because when the pressure is on,
no, I agree.
right? When the pressure is on, now they're like, oh, activated, hyper focus, right? Because in this game, Moreno, man, like when you have those picks, like a Selena, right? It doesn't matter what the meta is. If you're good, you're just good,
That's true.
right? But while we're here,